Hello, beautiful people. This is T Success Specials speaking. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'll be describing the way I made this beautiful graduation cake. So, to start with, I made the fondant a day before. If you want to cover a fondant cake, you can't make that fondant the same day you are covering the cake. So after that, I went out to measure out my board. So I covered the board first before covering the cake at this point. So I took the measurement of the dimension of the diameter of the board, and then I rolled out my fondant to be the same or more than the diameter of the board. We don't want to make a fondant. I don't want to roll out a fondant that will be shorter than the board. It has to be exactly the same diameter or more. So right now I'm checking if I've gotten to that diameter. I decided to roll it out a little bit, and then I applied my gum on the board. So how do I prepare my gum? It's just CMC and water. Just CMC and water before you start rolling out your fondant. Just prepare that one, let it take it out. So I laid the fondant on the board and I used my smoother to smoothen it out. Yes, if you want to get a beautiful work at the end of the day, you want to get a neat work, you must start with all these processes. Smoothing out at every time is very, very important. So you can see that there was a bubble in there, and I used my smoother to get it out. So at this point, the fondant was more than the board and I needed to remove it. So what I did was just to put my knife into the cornstarch so as to prevent the knife from sticking to the fondant, and I used my knife to cut out the excess from the board. Yes, the excess from the board. You can also use Crisco or vegetable shortening, apply it to the knife and just trace it out to remove the excess from the board. The most important thing is that excess has to go in a neat way. At every step you take while decorating the cake, try as much as possible to be neat with it so that at the end of the day you can have a neat work. So at this point I decided to make some inscription on the board just to avoid it from being plain. I don't want to have that plain board, so I decided to put this. But for this part you need to press it well. Of course your cornstarch, you must have rubbed the board with your cornstarch before putting it so that it will be easy for you to lift out the whatever thing you're using to decorate the fondant. So now I'm smoothing it out after I've gotten what I want. Smooth it out and then I move on to the cake. So for the cake I baked a 12 inches square cake now. 12 inches square cake to be divided into two to make two books. Yes, to make two books. So here I decided to use my tape rule. I measured out the fondant and then I folded the tape rule so that I will get the middle. What I'm trying to do is to get the middle because the cake has to be the same size and I don't want one cake to be bigger than the other. And voila, I've covered two books and I placed it on each other. I'm so sorry I missed out some video clips. I think I accidentally deleted the parts where I covered this. So here I'm just trying to make some description on the book now. So and voila, this is the final stage. And I made cap. Yes, actually the cap is not a cake. It's just I use card, CARD, yeah, card, to make the cap. Cover the cap with fondant, and then I painted it with the desired color. But that's all for now. Then we have maths and English, and then with a short note on top, with a pen, and just to make everything beautiful. So if you have watched this video to this point, thank you so much. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so that once I drop a video, you'll be the first to get the notification. Thank you. Give this video a like if you like it, and then drop a beautiful comment. Thank you.